Good morning, everybody. I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock, October 25th. I think there's an eclipse or something today. I was just sitting here watching the sun come up, so I thought I would just start recording it. So this is my view. Um, No trashy comments, because I don't care if anybody has anything negative to say anyway, so don't ever leave anything negative. I don't care. But anyway, yeah, see, this is why I need a house. I need a house with my own yard and a different view, and I love the trees, but it'd be nice to have a little bit of a clearing so I could actually see the sun coming up, but it's really pretty. Um, so I thought I would just record this a little bit and let you hang out with me for a little while with my morning as the sun comes up. Actually, I was just listening to some music, and the great I Am said, just start recording and let everybody enjoy what you enjoy in the morning. I tell you, I am just truly blessed. Everybody talks about you need this and you need that, and I do want a house. I really do. But I got dreams. I got visions. I want some land with a river running through it, and I don't know, just tons of people to live on it, and have my own little town. Not my town, but you know what I mean. Our town of just some really great people. I see it. It's there. I know it's there. So it's coming whenever, whatever. But anyway, right now I really truly am blessed. Look at all the trees. All the wonderful trees. And I mean, you used to be, when I was younger, I would look at all that brown, and I really didn't like green very much either. The colors brown and green. But I so appreciate it all now when everything starts to die and it just looks all... I used to think it looked all horrible, like I couldn't wait until spring came back, but man, it's just beautiful. The textures and the colors, it's just it's beautiful. But anyway, getting off on a tangent. Yeah, truly blessed. Truly blessed. I may not have much, but I am truly blessed. I have a wonderful family, and what else do you need but to love yourself and love everyone else and have a great family and great friends? I mean, what else do you really need? Except for my land. So I can just sit there all day long and watch the water and watch the sun come up and watch the trees blow and plant some fruits and vegetables and have some fruit trees. Wouldn't it be cool to have a vineyard? I mean, I don't really drink a lot of wine, but I like wine. But just to watch the grapes grow and whatever. I'm going to hush. I'm going to turn on some music. See, it's getting brighter. You may not see these beautiful colors as much. It's kind of orange. It's getting brighter out. Let's turn on some music. You hear the birds. It's so cool. So many birds. Birds everywhere. So you see what I do in the morning. Oh, it's warm enough. It's in the 40s. Sometimes not so much. But yeah, it was really pinky earlier. I was hoping I was going to say pinky so you guys could see all the bleh, how pink it was. But that's what I do. I just sit here and listen to the birds. And this is the first morning I've listened to music outside. I listen to music inside. And if I'm feeling energetic, I dance to the music, but I have a tiny little living room. Another reason I need a big space. I really want to dance outside, even though, I'm not like a dancer, but you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I am a dancer, okay? Not a professional. Never had any kind of training, but I've loved dancing. I've loved dancing ever since I was, who knows? My mom would probably say since I was walking. But anyway, yeah, never know. I've been thinking about making some dancing videos. I just feel like everybody needs to be doing this, singing and dancing and enjoying yourselves. And you ain't got to do it out in public. Do it for yourself. But everybody needs to have some fun and get out all those dark, yucky, whatever stuff. Enjoy the weather. Even if it's cold, I still, don't get me wrong, I don't like the cold, but I'm learning to appreciate it, because I appreciate winter. I love the snow. The snow's beautiful, but I don't like the cold. Don't like the cold. If I could live anywhere, it would be somewhere that's like, I'd say no lower than 50 to 80 degrees for the whole year. But 65 to 75, that's just perfect weather. Night, day, who cares? 65 to 75. Where on this planet can I live that's like that all year round? And then I could just go travel, right? Come back here for the snow. But anyway, didn't really have anything to talk about today. I have all kinds of things to talk about. And I thought about them yesterday and the day before, and I really have to make the videos when I have the things. Oh, my hand's getting tired. Let me move this a little bit. Things to say. It's like, I guess I kind of understand what they say about channeling. They say you're channeling something, people say Abraham or Cryon or Jesus or whatever. I'm not going to say they're not, because it's cool to watch. The Palladians, it's really cool. But for me, it's just our inner selves. You're just really getting in touch with the great I am, and all these different entities, whether they're Arcturians or Palladians or what did I just say? Cryon and all that. Look, I'm getting off subject. They're all us, right? Because we're all one. You know what I mean? It's all the same. We're all the same. Just one big God I am having an experience. One consciousness. One big, I almost think about it as a giant energy ball that's just everything, encompasses everything. It's just God consciousness. And we're just the avatars of this. And we're all just having an experience. So yeah, it's the Matrix. You can say that. None of this is real. But to us, it's real. But once you can start grabbing hold of it's you that creates your own reality, then you can start to believe that it's not really real. And you can change your reality, even though you can't believe that you're like, I Dream of Jeannie, Jeannie on there, and Samantha on Bewitched, and you can't just snap your fingers and change your reality like that. But you do instant manifestations right away, right? You want something to happen and it happens, whether it's bad or good. And it can happen in 2 seconds and it can happen in 10 years. But it still happens, especially the more you concentrate on it. People concentrate on bad stuff day after day after day after day. Of course. You go to the doctor and you think you have cancer and then the doctor says you have cancer. Well, what if you didn't have cancer and they were wrong? But you reinforced it because you thought you had cancer every single day and you thought it every single day. Or you broke, here's my kids. Okay, so let's say you put a big hole in the wall, right? And you were older, so you're a teenager and you learn how to fix it a little bit, and you put a desk in front of it, or because it was there before, or whatever, you just change things around, and your mom didn't notice. But if you thought about it day after day after day, and you were worried you were going to get in trouble day after day after day after day, then you probably did, right? But if you're like, oh, mom's not going to notice that, you know how mom is, she won't notice, then your mom ain't going to notice for probably 5 years, which, happened with me. My kids are just like, whatever. So the more you don't worry about stuff, then all the good stuff just comes to you. We're so busy worrying about the future. Everything is based on fear. Everything is fear. Fear, 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 fear. I got a fear of heights. I didn't get a fear of heights until I got in my 30s. And why would I do that? I don't have a clue. But, I got sciatica. So I knew then that I wasn't invulnerable, I guess. And so now I had a fear that, okay, now other things could happen to me, right? I don't know. I don't have a fear of spiders, but they're so creepy. And somewhere I have a fear. And I don't know what that's about. Even though... I don't run from them or anything like that. And that if they're on me, I'm like, can you just get this spider off of me? I don't really like, But I'd like to like spiders. They're cool looking. They got a lot of legs and they're neat. But I just can't get there. You know what I mean? So there's some kind of a fear there. But that's our problem. We fear everything and anything, and we're afraid that we're going to lose our mate, or we're afraid that our mate is cheating on us, or we're afraid we're never going to find a mate. We're afraid to drive down the road because we might get in a wreck because, we got in a really bad wreck when we were younger and somebody died in it. I mean, of course, yes, we are fearful. I totally get it. I'm just telling you, this is how we are. This is the human race. But you know what? It's a fear of the future. Once you start realizing that you're afraid of the future, you're not afraid of what's going on right now, right? Nothing's hurting you right now. You can't pay the rent, but you're not in pain and you're not hurting right now. Unless you're way far behind, But if it's just like you're a couple weeks behind and you're stressing out because you don't have the rent money, well, what's the worst that can happen? They're going to charge an extra $30 and then $2 a day, or whatever it is. I think that's what ours is. After the third day. Okay, so if you're a month late, then it's going to be $60. Yeah, well, okay. If you don't worry about it, that money's just going to pop up somehow. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest shit. It's happened to me. Don't think that it hasn't. Some weird... I'll give you a quick story. A couple years ago when I first started meditating, right around that, I feel like this was a little while after though, around the COVID, I think. We needed some rent money, and we had a $300 water bill because we had the pool in the backyard, and they were both due on Friday, and I can't remember. I wasn't working, so we had Scott's check, obviously. We just didn't have enough money. So the water bill obviously has to get paid, because in Urbana, if you don't pay it by the shut off notice, they will shut you off. So you got to have that $300. So there's 3/4 of that $600 check gone, right? And the rent at the time, $1,300. But whatever, we were never late before, so who cares? We're really good about that. And I didn't worry about it. And Friday came and they were both due on the same day, and we've got, like I said, like $600, and I'm like, you get charged extra money. I think ours was, after the third day, it was $50 for the month, and then there wasn't any extra or some shit like that, but Sorry about that. My leg is getting tired. I lost my train of thought because I'm wondering if I should move to a different chair. Okay, so Scott got up in the morning and he said he was going to go down to the water department and go pay the water. And I said, okay, but we need to look at, what we're going to do about the other stuff and whatever. And he said, well, I'm going to go do that because you just got, it's like $1,200 in our other account that we don't use since I quit working. And I was like, what? He said, yeah. He said there's $1,200 and then another $300. And I was like, what? So I was so confused. But this was the time of the COVID, okay? So normally I don't get my taxes back because I owe student loans. But hey, guess what? On the day that I needed to pay rent and pay the water, $1,200 from the IRS. Wasn't that great? The $300, and this is, have you ever heard of this? I've never heard of this. $300 that went into that account was from my Capital One card. Have you ever heard of your credit card taking cash? I don't even know. I can tell you in a minute what happened later. But so $300 from Capital One in my account, and I'm like, what the, So I'm like, okay, so there's everything we need and more, right? So we had the money to pay the rent, the money to pay the water. And so yes, the IRS, because of the COVID, I'm guessing, I got my taxes. And later on, the next month or 2 months later or something like that, Capital One, yes, did put a $300 deduction on my credit card, so I had to pay that later. So yes, not magical, but yes, magical, miracle. I don't care what you say. I manifested it. I needed it. I was worried about it the night before. I kind of did fret the night before because I'm like, what are we going to do? And that's what we do. We fret. We're worried about the future. But if you don't worry about the future, then it takes care of itself. We watched this Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham. She's really cool. I think it's one of the cartoon ones. And they were talking about, Abraham talks about Esther like she's, a different person. Even because she's channeling, and they said that she used to worry about things and getting things done for the day and this and that, and what am I going to do, and da-da-da-da-da. And they told her that whatever, you have to watch the video, but basically just make a list of what you really, really need to get done for the day, and make another list on the other side of all the things you want the universe to just get done for the day, and it'll get done. And it might get done, whatever, you'll have to watch the video. But we watched that and a month and a half ago, and I've really been paying attention and doing that and letting things go and not worrying about stuff. And the universe has been doing shit for me. It's just crazy. On Saturday, we don't have a car, so I'd already been to the store and whatever, and I didn't even think to get cake mix to make a cake for Scott for his birthday, which was yesterday. And so there's one thing I didn't have done. I thought, well, it'd be nice if, because he's going to work on Monday, if I could surprise him, and have people over here for when he gets off work and do that. But again, I have a day or so to get this planned and whatever. Then my daughter calls me the next day and talks about making a cake and everybody coming over and having cake when they get off work. And I'm like, oh my gosh. See, I didn't worry about it. I thought about it the day before, but I didn't worry about it because I was like, oh, well, whatever, because I got him some stuff, and we'll have cake another day with the whole family, whenever, and plan it for probably around Halloween like we normally do, so I wasn't worried about it. So things that I've noticed I don't worry about, whether it's money or paying a bill or getting to the store or what I want to do for the day or don't want to do for the day. Like if I thought I want to do something, if I just let it go and don't stress, and even if it's just a decision, whichever one feels more right and I don't stress about, I just do it, even though it might cause me conflict, or I think in the future it's going to cause me conflict. If I don't worry about the future, I don't have the conflict. If I just stay in today, I don't have all the conflict. It's so amazing. I'm so blessed. I mean, the growth that you have day to day. Now don't get me wrong. And more good things just kept happening after that. Scott got laid off, and so he's only making $300 and some a month, which was good because he was laid off and he didn't have to work for all those months, because a Navistar got laid off for 10 months. But then it started getting tight on money. And then what happened? You got the extra $600 a week from unemployment. So yeah, if we try not to worry about what's going to happen to us if this or that or whatever. I mean, even in the mornings, I'll be like, okay, I need to meditate. I don't feel like meditating. I'm too tired. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep. If I just do what I feel like I'm supposed to do, and I just lay there and listen to tones, oh my gosh, no stress. Imagine that. You think you're supposed to go get a job. Well, maybe you're not. Just let things flow to you, but don't stress. The more you let go, the more you work on yourself. I mean, it's hard. People are dying everywhere. I mean, I know it's stressful right now. Jobs, managers suck. It's stressful. I get it. I know. I didn't even mean to talk today. I was just going to sit here and listen to some music with you. But anyway, try to stay in the present moment. I know lots of videos and stuff say that, and I know it's hard, but the only way I do it is stay out in nature, even if it's cold. Try to get out here and just go hug a tree. People say that and you think, oh, whatever. And all my life it was whatever, but now it's not. Now it's like, oh my gosh, the trees fucking talk to you. The animals talk to you. The bugs are cool to look at as they're walking on the cement. I mean, you just learn to appreciate. The more you just look around you outside, you appreciate what I used to think was the ugliness. I mean, there still is ugliness here and there, trash. But it's, I see broke down houses in neighborhoods, and now I appreciate them. I'm like, man, I wonder how long that house was there. It's like, you just learn to appreciate stuff. So, but for me, yeah, I have to listen to tones every single morning. Scott listens to chakra balancing for 20 minutes as he gets dressed in the morning. I suggest that for anyone that has to get up and go to work in the morning. It sucks. So 20 minutes, he listens to the Gaia meditation. There's these triplets on there that's a 20-minute whatever chakra balancing. But there's Meditative Mind has 20 minutes. I mean, there's short ones. But I listen to longer ones, hour. Sometimes I listen to mantras. Is it Meditative Mind that has mantras? I don't know. You'd have to look. You got to do what resonates with you. Sadhguru has some stuff. Different people. If you really don't even like yourself, if you're really far away from loving yourself, I suggest affirmations in the morning, and really, really, really repeat them, because just listening to them, Scott was doing it in the morning, but you can listen to them, but if you're not really pertaining them to yourself as you're just getting dressed in the morning, I didn't think that was, for me, it wouldn't work for me, so I was like, yeah, we quit that. We do this light body activation when we go to sleep at night, and I don't know who that's by, but it's like a glowing person with a ring around them. It'll do the purple and the green, and it's somebody I don't listen to as often. I feel like they don't, I'm not sure. If you really want to know, let me know, and I will find it for you. But yeah, tones in the morning, and sometimes just music though, slow music, what you used to like when you were younger, what you like now, whatever. Whatever gets you singing and enjoying yourself. And like I said, if you got a lot of energy, get to dancing, even if it's just swaying back and forth because your knees hurt. Sometimes I'll just do yoga sitting in bed, which is just the upper half of your body yoga, if I'm tired or sore. So just morning stuff. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with some music because we're at almost 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. What can we find right quick? Because it might cut off here. Yeah. May not have any time. But anyway, as I'm doing this and trying to get this to come back on, because I didn't realize how late it was getting here. It's probably not going to come on. But this is cool. This is what I do in the morning, just to let you know. Listen to the birds and get out. And like I said, if you're inside, listen to tones and listen to music. Do your meditations. And a meditation just can be listen to tones and just shutting your eyes and just chilling, whatever. Meditating doesn't have to be, I mean, people that go out in nature, this is like meditating. You're chilling, nothing on your mind. That's meditation. Clear your mind. I don't care how you do it or where you're at or whatever. It's not the woo-woo. It's just however you can get to the point of really loving yourself. But if you don't even like yourself, which I've noticed a lot of people don't, and a lot of my friends that I thought did really don't, and I didn't even, I think I always liked myself, but I know I didn't love myself. So, you gotta start somewhere. I don't care what it is. I don't care how you start. Go to counseling. Pray every single day, all day. Pray to God. I mean, whatever works for you. You just gotta start somewhere. So you're not stressed out all day, every day, or half the time even, Okay, love you, bye.